All right, so my video right now, again, this is April Johnson, is focusing on the struggle of internet marketing. And sometimes when you're starting off as an internet marketer or you're starting off in something new in general, then it can be confusing and overwhelming. But of course, we already know that. But let me go ahead and get into the real struggle of internet marketing. First of all, you have to deal with the mass variety of information that's already online. The internet is a massive place, and everything and everyone is always trying to get your attention. And so it becomes a struggle when you're trying to focus in on what it is that you're supposed to be doing in your business in order to make money. And then you find yourself coming up from distraction to distraction to distraction. And then you find yourself not being able to produce those income producing activities that you need to do to make money every day. So that can be a struggle for some people. Some people need to actually sit in an office environment and have someone looking over them to basically tell them what it is exactly that they need to be doing per 45 minutes or whatever block of time that they actually have set aside to complete a task. And so that brings me to just coming to being able to manage yourself and manage your own time. That can be a struggle for some people. And these are some things that I'm putting out there, but also some things that you can easily overcome and easily become successful at so that the struggle will be no more. Another thing that people struggle with online and that I've seen personally is the fact of seeing other people around you having success after success after success. So what I mean by that is, and I've experienced this personally, is when I started off with internet marketing, you start off with something new, you're excited about it, it's a hot new idea, but you're starting to see that it's not as easy as everyone makes it seem. So the concept is great. You have your links all set up. Everything's ready to go. But there's key pieces inside of the mix that you just didn't know about. And it becomes a struggle when you see everyone posting up links and using social media proofs, and things like that, saying that, hey, I just made $10,000 last week. I just made $100 today. I just made $25 in my sleep. Whatever it is that they're saying. And although most of the time these, comments and proof statements are accurate, but it starts to make you as an internet marketer, especially a newbie, feel like that you're not accomplishing much or anything at all. And then you start maybe to kind of cower back and probably come back and fall away and fall back from pursuing your dream in internet marketing anyway, or whatever it else was that you set out to do. So that can be a struggle. Another struggle is trying to compete. And I say compete because you think in marketing, they have a lot of affiliate marketing contests. They have a lot of things going on where, if you get the most sales and you get this and you get that and you get $5,000, you get an iPad, whatever it is that they're promoting. But they're actually pushing you, the companies and the biz ops are actually pushing you to promote their product, which is fine because this is in the sales industry. But it becomes a struggle when you're constantly seeing other people, and instead of looking at them as resources, your co-marketers as resources to kind of glean from and taking the information from, then you might start to get that competitive edge, and you might say, you know what, I don't want to hear anything that this person is saying because they're from another company, or I don't want to hear anything that this person is saying because, they're on another team within my company. And so then you start building up these walls, and guess what? You're only hurting yourself because your competitive mode is taking over from your learning mode and your, action taking mode. And so then that can become a struggle because then you find yourself stuck in, I'm always competing. But there's so much knowledge out here where even your competition can give you so much help. And not everyone out here is out to get you, but you have to have that mindset where you're able to open up and say, you know what, I'm not really going to be competitive per se, but I'm going to still have my edge, my marketing edge, but I'm also going to be able to recognize when I could learn something else and learn from someone else, no matter what team they're on, no matter what company they're on, because we all have great, things and value to provide each other. And so then that becomes a struggle when you let your competitive edge kind of take over and cloud your judgment. And then it can hold you back. So another struggle could be when you have just like a poorly designed team or a poorly designed even company in general that really doesn't have your best interest as a new marketer at heart. And sometimes a lot of the companies, I won't say a lot of the companies, but some of the companies out here will just try to, rake in all of the new people, all of the people that are naive, with the mindset of knowing that, you know what, most of these people aren't going to do anything anyway. I'm just going to take their money and bail. And that happens. It has happened several times before. But what it is that it becomes a struggle for you as the new person, for when you start to realize that maybe some of these things are starting to happen, or you start to realize that maybe this company doesn't have everything that I need to get started, or the training really isn't there, or I don't have all of the tools that I need, or they didn't tell me this before I signed up, or they didn't tell me that, whatever it could be. It becomes a struggle. And so that's one more thing while you're out in this big, huge ocean called the internet, and you're just there by yourself. And then that's one more thing to kind of make you say, you know what, maybe I need to just go back and start over and not even think about the internet thing. It's too much. And so that becomes a struggle for some people. But I want to tell you that through it all, when you're feeling the struggle of internet marketing, what you really need to do is bear down, push through it, and keep going. I say that after, feeling the struggle firsthand. I say that after being able to push through the struggle, just like, different things like, what, they did that to me, what, that, whatever went on. But if I would have stayed in that spot of, I'm the victim here, or this isn't fair, and blah, 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 then I wouldn't be at the place where I am now. So what you need to do as a new marketer is just to know that there's going to be a struggle, and know that struggles come in all shapes and forms, but then also know that you can get through it. And the only way that you can get through it is if you push yourself through it and you have that in mind at hand. So either you want to, have enough money to pay your car note, either you want to, move to a new community, either you want to just become filthy rich, whatever your end goal is, keep that in mind. And so when the areas of struggle come up, you have to maneuver your way around them. You have to push through them. And sometimes you might even have to run some things over to get to your end goal. So this is my video on the struggle of internet marketing. And the next video that you see in this blog will talk about the comp plan. And everyone wants to hear about how much will I get paid? But there is a structure and a science to the actual comp plan. So I'm going to talk about that in the next video. I'll see you later on in the blog.